Thank you so much, Dr. Norby, for giving us the inside view from Nobel and your careful review as to what happened and what should be considered. So it's time to conclude, and I'll just say a few words before turning this over to John Otto, who's going to have a short question period. So this has been a great day, launching the adaptations to the memorial in Duthie Park, where the four co-discoverers were all numbered, all memorialized with their names on the insulin wall. There was a certain serenity there that the names were together. It was as if they finally settled whatever dispute there was and were at peace and in serenity. And certainly those who came felt that this was over, it's been decided, it's clear, and we must move on and recognize there are four good discoverers. It was a great accomplishment, no question about it, a discovery, as we all have heard here today from the excellent six speakers, Jim Wright, Chris Ruddy, Peter Coplin, Ken McCarty, Allison Lee, and from Erling Norby. They did us really a beautiful job for all of us. It's also a story of human frailty. It almost sounds like some Old Testament story where those who vied too much for the top and had it later fell. And those who were dishonored or neglected finally made it and were reconciled. Maybe that's being too bold, but it's a bit like that. This is a story you'd say, hey, this could be a Netflix. A few chapters. It might be quite interesting now that all the truth is out. Can we really find a good writer? So I think we've accomplished a lot, and a great pride must be felt by John Otto, Kimberly, Ken McCarty, and we saw the list of all the supporters today. And it was so exciting to see the public appearance today by many who just felt so good. And I was very thrilled and inspired by the two members of the MacLeod family who were here today, who were really still following the story, remembering that MacLeod never said much about it when he was back here, because he still couldn't sort of stomach talking about it and just let it go. So where do we go from here? So we've learned a lot coming from Toronto and are inspired by you Aberdonians who, after many years of contemplation, came from nowhere to put things right. We've started in Toronto with all our recent events, but we're not finished either. So we'll keep pecking away at, can such a memorial be established in Toronto? I think it can. It'll take some hard work, and we'll like probably your formula of going outside the institutions, but getting him in later may be the way to go. So keep your eyes on us to see what happens in the next few years and in our remaining years. And there's other things to consider, and Erling just hinted at it. What are the tremendous derivatives of the original discovery? There were so many basic science discoveries, insulin structure, recombinant DNA, insulin, and so on and so forth, and that still goes on, and now we have this remarkable story where GLP-related derivatives are now such a big factor in the world economy, and especially with certain companies. And maybe this will make the difference in type 2 diabetes. It's a many factorial approach. So we're going to keep working at it. We're very happy to have been here. We've enjoyed it very much, and we look forward to enjoying more of Scotland and your company in the coming days. And I'm going to ask John to take a few questions here.
Thank you, Professor Dirks.